on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He knows that his wide receiver is such a star and getting so much pregame hype, preseason hype. He's even mentioned as a Heisman favorite. And he wants his wide receiver to lock in on his teammates, lock in on doing his job and being a physical blocker downfield, making sure he doesn't have any drops and setting some small goals so that he is in the Heisman conversation at the end of the season. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Canes kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchdown. He'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, it's Marshall. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's check. Michigan. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. Stop right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Second and long here. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Left side, it's Reynolds. Across the 25, he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Quick give. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Here's Mensa to throw. Out wide left, it's Lofton. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few...
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Throwing, Mensa. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's past the 30. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Cuts it upfield. It's Compton. All over him immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Mensa throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Moore. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Now from inside the red zone. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marsh. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Caught on the outside, it's Marsh. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the gun, the ground game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got a little space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. trying to establish the run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Right down the gut of the field. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under pressure. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Look out! Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Wants to take it outside. It's Pringle. Driven back.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. run inside. It's Pringle. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Mensah to throw. Going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Buys time to his left. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From deep, it's Compton. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Jacobs. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, and he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Underwood. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Searching for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Mensah. Looking for a deep man. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Rushes on. At the 45, on his way. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quick give. It's Pringle. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 13 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Ducks, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it down the left side. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Hurricane. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Here's Mensah to throw. Setting up the screen. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Makes a man miss. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Underwood. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Here comes the offense on second down. Again, it's Underwood. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
While that last pass was complete, it's left them in an even worse situation on third down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that side.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to the run, it's Pringle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action. Buying time to his right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Hits the hole. It's Compton. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Reynolds. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. Just a quick, rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Running inside. It's Pringle. There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Here's a gift to Lyle. Got the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Throwing, Mensah. Moving out to the right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Underwood from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for running room. Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Underwood finds his man. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Play action on first down. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll give it to Lyle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Mensah throws to the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Follows his blocks. It's Compton. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. On the move. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Marsh. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll send the tight end in motion. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The give. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the return, it's Compton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. They'll start on the ground with Lyle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Throwing, Mensah. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about